But recently there's been theories claiming that celebrities are secretly being cloned and replaced. And these theories have been around for a very long time, claiming multiple celebrities are secretly clones.
So Nicki Minaj just dropped a bombshell that has the entire hip-hop community questioning everything we thought we knew about Gucci Mane. And I'm not talking about new music or beef, I'm talking about something way deeper. She allegedly just confirmed what conspiracy theorists have been saying for years, that the Gucci Mane who came home from prison in 2016 is not the same person who went in. And supposedly, she knows exactly who replaced him. Y'all, this rabbit hole goes deeper than anyone expected. Get in here. Let's rewind to May 2016. Gucci Mane walks out of federal prison after serving time for firearms possession, and immediately, something feels off. The man who emerges looks completely different. We're talking about dramatic weight loss, different facial structure, and suddenly this guy who was known for slurred speech and a specific energy is now articulate, focused, and talking about green smoothies. Now, weight loss in prison? That's normal. Getting clean and healthy? Absolutely possible. But here's where it gets interesting. Fans started noticing inconsistencies that went beyond just a glow-up. His tattoos looked different, specifically that infamous ice cream cone face tattoo. Some photos showed it looking clearer, sharper, almost like it had been redone. His entire demeanor shifted overnight. The chaotic, unpredictable Gucci was replaced by this calculated, business-minded version. And the music? Even his flow changed. Longtime listeners picked up on subtle differences in his cadence, his vocal tone, the way he approached beats. Now, artists evolve, that's normal. But this felt like more than evolution. This felt like a complete personality transplant.
Shit, I've been personally playing for about 8 years now. It started around when around Illmind 5 when that came out, because the song was so big, and then they told me I had to kind of sacrifice something. They said you're gonna have to pay it back because you just put this information out there, and this is gonna put people in the wrong mindset of what we're trying to do in society. So they told me that if I don't do these list of things, then they're going to hurt my family or hurt, people that I really care about. And they told me to go to this office. It was on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. And then when I went in, I asked them over the phone, what are they going to have me do? They said they couldn't tell me. And then when I went into the office, they sat me down and it was like an all white room, and they opened one of the doors and it had a Gucci suit. A Gucci bodysuit. And I said, oh no, please don't tell me that is what I think it is. They said, yeah, it's exactly what you think it is, pal.
Twitter immediately went into investigation mode. Memes started flying. Rest Your Clone Gucci was trending. But this wasn't just internet jokes. People were genuinely asking questions. And they had receipts. Comparisons started circulating. Photos from 2012 Gucci next to 2016 Gucci. The bone structure looked different. His ears, y'all, people were analyzing his ears, appeared to sit differently on his head. Forensic experts online were breaking down facial recognition points. Was this just angles and lighting? Maybe. But the sheer volume of differences had people convinced something wasn't right. Then there's the interview footage. Old Gucci had a very specific way of talking, certain phrases he'd use, a particular energy. New Gucci? It's like he'd been to media training, more polished, more corporate. Some would say more industry approved. And here's the thing that really made people suspicious. Gucci himself started joking about it. He'd reference the clone theories in interviews, laugh it off, even posted memes about it. Now, that could be him having fun with the rumors. Or, and this is where conspiracy theorists lean in, that could be someone trying too hard to dismiss something that's actually true.
Another thing. And let me address this. That K Sade girl, whoever that K Sade girl is under the comments on the bottle alert, I saw that too. I saw that she was trying to come to Gucci defense saying, she was saying something about he out, come to his defense, basically saying he always straightened them out, and they always been good. They ain't never experienced that. It wasn't never no bad business. And they would tear her ass up in the comments. Cause girl, you don't even know the real Gucci. Y'all think y'all know the real Gucci. Y'all don't know the real Gucci. That nigga parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. That's not him. I don't know where the fuck Gucci is, honestly. Like, last time I seen Gucci was at Patchwork Studio in 2010. Cold Blooded was there. Was Mojo there? Yeah, I think Mojo, Cold Blooded. Like, that's the last time I saw Gucci in the flesh. But even that was just his flesh. Gucci was nowhere to be found. I looked dead in that nigga eyes. That nigga was not in there. So it's some weird shit going on out here. Like, I don't know if the clone shit, I don't put it past, like, nobody. I'm sure they got the technology to do that. But that's not the real Gucci. That's not the real Gucci. Gucci probably dead. I think they killed him in prison. Cause they was calling me, like, every time Gucci locked up, like all his nurses, cause every time Gucci get locked up, they put him on the mental floor, cause we both got bipolar and schizophrenic and shit. So anytime any one of us get locked up, they don't put us in the general population. They take us to the mental floor, and when they take him on the mental floor, like, all the nurses and shit be giving him the phone. They just let him have his way. So I used to talk to Gucci when he was locked. All the times he got locked up, I was.
Fast forward to recently, and this is where Nicki Minaj allegedly steps into the chat. According to sources that have been circulating, and we need to emphasize allegedly here because Nicki hasn't made an official public statement we can verify, she supposedly revealed information during a private conversation that got leaked. The claim? That she knows the real Gucci Mane never left that prison, and she supposedly named who replaced him. Now, before we get into who that supposedly is, let's talk about why Nicki's word would carry weight here. She worked with Gucci on multiple tracks in the early 2010s. She knew him personally. She was in the studio with him, built a rapport with him. If anyone would notice that something was fundamentally different about this person, it would be someone who had that level of close contact. According to the leaked information, Nicki allegedly said that when she first encountered Gucci after his release, she immediately felt something was off. The energy was different. The way he interacted with people in the studio had changed, and supposedly, she did some digging. Here's where it gets really controversial. The name that's supposedly been circulating in these claims, and again, we're in alleged territory here, is that the person who replaced Gucci is actually a rapper who was already in the industry's orbit, someone who could study Gucci's style, mimic his flow, and step into that role without raising too many immediate red flags. The theory goes that this was a carefully orchestrated move by the industry. Think about it. Gucci Mane was valuable. He had a massive catalog, a loyal fan base, and was a mixtape legend. But the real Gucci was also unpredictable, had legal issues, and was difficult to control from a business perspective. What if someone decided it would be easier to replace him with someone who looked similar enough, could perform the music, but was actually manageable? Some versions of this theory claim the person who replaced him was already working as a body double or stand-in for appearances and music videos. Others suggest it was someone completely different who went through extensive preparation. The claims suggest this person studied hours of footage, worked with vocal coaches, and underwent possible cosmetic procedures to match Gucci's appearance. And supposedly, Nicki claims she confronted this person privately, and the way they responded, or allegedly couldn't respond, to certain personal questions and memories confirmed her suspicions. Now let's be real for a second. We need to examine this critically. What actual evidence exists? On the something's different side, yes, his appearance changed dramatically. Yes, his personality shifted. Yes, certain physical features look different in comparisons. His tattoo does appear different in various photos. His vocal patterns and speech rhythms did change. But here's the counter-argument. Prison changes people. Getting sober changes people. Losing weight changes your face. Growing up and maturing changes your priorities and how you present yourself. Gucci has openly discussed his transformation, how he got clean, started working out, found Islam, and decided to take his career seriously instead of burning through money and opportunities. The tattoo differences, tattoos fade, and lighting in photos varies wildly. What looks like a completely different tattoo might just be touch-up work, healing, or just bad photo quality. As for Nicki's alleged revelation, we don't have verified audio, video, or text of her actually saying these things. What we have are third-hand reports, social media claims, and internet speculation. That's not exactly solid evidence, but, and this is what keeps the theory alive, we also don't have definitive proof that it's not true. And in the age of deepfakes, AI, and industry manipulation, can we really dismiss this entirely? Here's why this clone conspiracy has legs, regardless of whether it's true. The music industry has a documented history of controlling narratives, creating personas, and yes, sometimes replacing people or using stand-ins. We've seen it with other artists throughout history. Plus, there's a broader cultural conversation happening about authenticity in hip-hop. When artists change dramatically, especially after industry intervention or prison time, fans question whether they sold out, whether they're still real, whether they're still the same person metaphorically. This clone theory takes that metaphorical concern and makes it literal. The timing also matters. This theory emerged during an era of increased conspiracy thinking, where people are questioning official narratives about everything. The government, celebrities, the entertainment industry. Nothing is taken at face value anymore. So when someone changes as dramatically as Gucci did, people are primed to believe something deeper is going on. And let's not ignore that Gucci's transformation, clone theory aside, is actually a remarkable story. Whether you believe it's the same person or not, someone went from being one of hip-hop's most troubled figures to a successful, business-minded artist with a beautiful family and thriving career. That's either an incredible personal redemption story or, if you believe the theory, it's one of the industry's most elaborate cover-ups. So what's the truth? Is the current Gucci Mane the real Gucci Mane who transformed his life? Or did the original Gucci never leave prison, replaced by someone who could give the industry what they wanted without the chaos? Did Nicki Minaj really expose this? Or are we all caught up in an elaborate internet theory with no real basis? The frustrating answer is, we don't know for certain. Maybe we never will. What we do know is this. The person performing as Gucci Mane today is successful, creating music, and has millions of fans. Whether that's the same person who recorded Lemonade and Wasted back in the day, that's something everyone has to decide for themselves. What do y'all think? Is this just conspiracy theory nonsense? Or is there something here that doesn't add up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into hip-hop's biggest mysteries, hit that subscribe button. The truth is out there, or maybe it's still locked behind prison walls.